to Late Night Baking's Halloween special. If you couldn't tell, Halloween has kind of always sort of been my favorite holiday, so I go all out. This costume is from just a couple years ago. My dad and I, we enjoyed going to the parade together. It's a tradition that we've had for a few years, until the pandemic ruined everything this year. But we've always had a lot of fun. Actually, do we have a picture of Halloween 2017 when I was Speed Racer and my dad joined me as the beautiful Trixie? Go, Reed Racer, go, Reed Racer, go, Reed Racer, go. Is my dad not beautiful? So in the spirit of Halloween, I thought we would bake a dessert that's one thing dressed up as another, and that is baked Alaska. To start, get a small bowl and line it with saran wrap as such. Make sure the plastic goes all the way inside, pressed up against the bowl with a few inches overlapping. And I took care of this beforehand because plastic wrap is already difficult to deal with, so imagine how long it would take me to do on camera wearing these gloves. Then you grab your ice cream of choice. It can be any flavor you want. Because I am addicted to chocolate, I am going with chocolate. You're going to want about, what is this? A quart and a half? I don't know how much that is. I can't really gauge sizes. I don't know conversions, but just quart and a half according to the box. Then you're going to get all the ice cream into the bowl. Okay, oh wait, here we go. Squeeze it out like toothpaste. Oh, there we go. A little extra for me. And then, oh, here it is. Smooth it down so it fills the bowl. You might want to let it soften up a little more than this. I had to take some drastic action to make this happen in time, but then smooth it relatively flat while keeping it compressed up against the sides. Then once it is relatively flat, you lick the spatula and place the ice cream in the freezer for now. And we get going on the cake portion. First, you grab a stick of softened butter and throw that in the bowl. Add 1 cup of sugar and mix it up. Add in 2 eggs. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And mix it up. At this point, everything looks like gross, runny scrambled eggs, so we're going to thicken it up with 1.5 cups of flour. And 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. And now the batter is looking a little too thick. We went a little too far the other direction. We may have gone too far in a few places. So we're going to even it back out by adding 1/2 cup of milk gradually as we mix. Much better. Then grab 9-inch cake pan, line it with some wax paper, give it a good spraying. Ooh, this is a full can of spray. Yeah! And pour the batter in. Just plop it on in. Then you smooth it out on top and pop it into a 350-degree oven for about 25 minutes to half an hour. and then you go back to your room to keep watching The Omen 3 Final Conflict. It's October, gotta watch something scary. Sam Neill is very hypnotic. He's more than just a pretty paleontologist. And cake stuff. Place it on a wire rack. Check to see if it's done. Clean as my arrest record. Now the important thing in making a cake for a baked Alaska is to let this cool completely. Don't just give it 20 minutes, don't give it 40 minutes, let it cool completely. In fact, it's probably easier just to use the cake that you baked earlier this afternoon that by now has cooled completely. Pretty cool. Now for the meringue. Get 6 egg whites. Ew, that was a weird noise. And 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. There you go. And mix it up. By the way, if you did make a cake earlier in the afternoon and you no longer have a need for this second fresh cake, then you can just go ahead and just dig in here. It's still warm. Then grab a cup of sugar and gradually add it in as you mix. You're going to beat the eggs for several minutes until you get the good stiff peaks, which was my pitch to the network for the sequel to David Lynch's TV show, but they rejected it. There we go. Those nice peaks. Alright folks, this is serious. If you don't have a kitchen blowtorch, like I sure as heck don't, set the oven to broil. Then, get a tray, line it with foil, and get your cake, place it on, get the ice cream, take it out of the bowl so you have the dome, remove the plastic, place it on top of the cake, wash your hands, press it slightly in so it conforms, wash your hands, then grab your meringue and cover the entire thing with these egg whites. Make sure it completely covers the cake and the ice cream, and drag your spatula along to make it form a few little peaks. Close enough. Then put it in the broiling oven for about 4 minutes. And I'll be praying, which is ironic because I am watching a movie about the Antichrist. Welcome back. Actually, just keep an eye on it because it worked a little too well. I can't see. I can't see. Okay, I can see. It's a little well done, but if we just get that off the top. Let's just try it. And oh, there's no going back, folks. Here is kind of a slice of baked Alaska. So it was a little burnt, but I mean, if you just imagine that this black was brown, then it almost turned out well. let's give it a try. Gonna get some of the cake, some of the ice cream, and some of the crispy meringue. And interesting because it's cold and it's warm and it's a little burnt. That's not supposed to be the way it is, but it is. There we go. That's a regular non-burnt piece. I gotta say, for my first baked Alaska, not awful. The building didn't burn down, so I'm gonna call this a success. You know, the idea to do this tonight literally came to me in a dream. About a week or two ago, I dreamt I had some baked Alaska. Then I woke up and I thought, hey, I've never made baked Alaska. I've never even had baked Alaska. Let's make the Halloween episode all about baked Alaska. But as you can see from the results, I think the moral here is to never follow your dreams. It'll turn out very messy. But this pandemic may have shut down any chance of Halloween festivities, but you can never cancel the Halloween spirit in my heart. In fact, I am very excited to unveil my Halloween 2020 costume later this week, and I'll give you a little sneak preview. Look familiar? So in closing, I say to all of you, may the force be with you, and I hope you all have a good late night.